Hello guys, what is up? I am LeapNep121 and welcome back to my retrospective of the Classic Tetris Singapore Championships of 2021. Last week, I looked back at my group matches en route to top 8, but little will I realize that my second place finish at the group would lead me to face one of the best players in the world in the Classic Tetris realm. If you guys are hyped for another episode of the Retrospective, anyways, make sure to hit like button, subscribe for content if you're new, and ring that bell to confirm any time on this channel. Last week's episode on the card up here. Anyways, I did mention that my match led me to face one of the best players in the Classic Tetris world. He is a top 4 player in the 2020 Classic Tetris World Championships. He's a good friend of mine as well. Please welcome ZefanyaNenu.
Hello. What's up?
How you doing?
Great. Just finished cleaning my room and doing my laundry.
Nice.
It's Saturday, cleaning time.
Well, time to look back at what was probably many consider the craziest match of the tournament. What do you say?
I'm not sure if I recall
Too much
the
of
match,
it?
but yeah.
Well,
Let's see.
we'll get ready to
How things-
relive some memories
Yeah.
then.
It's like, what, 1 year ago or something?
Yeah, it was 1 year ago, pretty much. July 31st, I believe. Oh, great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why is it not loading now? Hang on. I'll have to bring this down a bit, but on my side. So actually, while this thing loads, just I'll ask real quick, like, what was your experience from the CTSC, if you remember any?
I remember it's the format was 2 group. Yeah.
Yeah.
4, yeah.
Yeah, you can see
4 group.
he's actually seeing the screen right now. He sees the what was it, challenge.com that actually had all of our matches here. So we're group A, I believe, here.
I just remember Dimsy or
Dimsy's right here, and then the tours
Yeah.
over there. All right,
It was pretty fun.
All right. Now for the actual match, if that's okay, she finally allow me to. There we go. And let's bring that up. I'll have a bit of audio playing from the. Hang on. I'll have a bit of audio playing from the video.
2, 1, Tetris.
Oh.
So this is quarterfinal. The quarterfinal 1 and 2 out of 4.
If you want to comment on anything, go ahead.
And we are doing best of 5.
Do you want me to comment on your screen?
Anything. You comment on yours as well if you notice something you did.
I'm very bad at watching the screen, so bored at the same time, to be honest. Usually if I watch this match,
Oh no, it's okay. If you want to comment about my screen, go ahead, man. Like, I don't mind critique.
Was on fire during the quals, right? Scoring like
Although I noticed you can screen. You see already. Look, you already see three screen looks.
almost.
Yeah. I do
Still,
this
that is
a lot.
disgusting. that is.
I don't know, usually on level 80.
Do you often scream? Do you often scream look during the CTWC?
No, he scored 900 plus. Yeah, I believe he did score 900.
Oh, that was just
So let's see here.
over just there.
Wow,
To the team.
I cannot believe you would say that.
I
This
did.
is blasphemy.
But yeah, I screen look
I
a
will not
lot,
what you just said.
but I don't think it helped
Alright,
me
so
that
the
much.
players are
I
all
think
clean. So on match 1, the players
Yes.
are very even.
No
They're
habit.
trading the lanes back and forth. The lead is currently
Unless if
Nenu
it's
and
like,
Big Master World Tetris.
same
Both players
pieces.
are very clean.
Joel,
Joel,
you can-
Joel takes the lead again by taking
you can
a
watch the
Tetris,
next piece
and
from
Nenu takes the
the.
lead again. So
Yeah.
they're just back.
I remember-
Usually-
Okay.
Trading leads. Meanwhile, on the bottom screen,
Oh no, go ahead.
is way ahead with
Yeah,
a 6
usually
Tetris
in
lead,
uh,
while
in a
Toza
match,
has been filling up quite a lot.
I often like
This is actually
pretty
so he
behind
has a
from
150
my
plus
so I can use the
score
same
deficit
preset.
right now.
Yeah.
my opponent same next presets.
Okay, so
For my
basically
next
basically
presets,
Sticking is at
it really
260k while Toza is at 71k.
Nice.
So that's a big deficit at the beginning, but they're only at
This match was actually one I was waiting to like comment on, because there's one thing I still remember is what you did during this match that I really still appreciate to this day.
Alright, Torza managed to get out of drought.
I'm not too sure you remember what you did, but you'll see what I mean.
Stick gang tops out.
Oh,
at
Sticking
230,000.
tops out.
I remember
Toza, you need to reach
I think I
230k to win this
didn't
game.
play terribly.
You
I
are
don't know.
less than 5 Tetris.
I mean, it was more so a bit of like act of kindness. I actually wasn't expecting.
Mm,
So, all right. While that is happening, between Nenu and Joel right now, Joel is quite dirty already.
My one thing is that I remember I had a very bad misdrop that led to me falling way behind. You can see, only 68 lines in, and I'm already 4 Tetris behind on the runway.
Good, you know, you start getting into the scoring
yeah,
position.
yeah, yeah.
With Nenu with the
One
screen
stroke
there,
can
so Nenu
ruin
is
everything.
really in the
I
zone
tend to
here.
push down a bit
Classic
more.
Tetris.
Like, do you tend to like pray slightly different to people who push down like me?
Now, Nenu has a significant lead
Not
over 3 Tetris
really,
Joel.
but
Now I'm starting to question how much
I don't know.
looking was he
Not
doing
really.
while
Not
It's
really.
just same game plan for any player,
Maybe
regardless
that's
of how they
probably
push.
his camera was down, so that we don't know how many
Unless
Tetris
they
he
can
scored.
play like rolling past 29.
Right, Toza,
Oh.
I
cheers
tend
down,
to
Toza,
play.
you are still
Yeah, I mean, both of us can
Yes,
agree.
you
We
know.
don't know how to roll, so we have to roll with it.
behind right now. He takes a Tetris 27k behind. You are 1 Tetris
Yeah,
in change.
I mean, I'm pretty much done with this
1.2
one.
Tetris.
Yep.
Out of it.
Mm.
We are gonna use our awesome commentator screen to.
I mean, I'm just gonna roll the punches, whatever what happens. I mean, admittedly, though, I haven't been too involved in CTWM recently because I've been so busy with work.
4.8 Tetris.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, so
Toza is okay. 21 points
Once
behind.
I
You haven't
got
won
like
yet, Toza. You
what
may still lose.
rolling max up,
alright, now you won.
I
Now
really
you won.
lost the
Let's not.
interest in continuing.
Let's not have a repeat of the last
Hmm.
But I still practice on it.
I will look 5 times before
Nice.
I see anybody win. All right, so Toza takes the first game out of match.
Was
Yeah,
a lot of
All right,
adjustment.
so
Yeah.
That unnecessary adjustment.
ready for game 2.
1 year,
Ready from Toza.
2021.
I mean, you see, I'm still getting O pieces when I don't wanna. Like, look at that. Just O piece after O piece that I'm just like, no, I want something to foot in peace.
Wait on stick gang for a bit while we're waiting for stick gang.
Toza, this is best.
I mean, yeah, look at this. Eight Tetris is behind already.
Yeah, we did
This
stick
is
gang.
quite ridiculous. And I'm number 4 seed as well.
Stick gang, can we get ready from Torza?
Yeah,
I already said ready earlier.
Oh, has he? Oh, okay, he has
I
it
mean,
ready.
So I
Alright.
think we can
it's
go
18.
3,
Anything can happen in life.
1.
I remember that day, right before our match, I messaged you saying like, well, may the best man win, man. It's an honor to like compete with you because I regard you as one of the best.
Times available to afford best of 5.
Yeah, thank you. But it's, you know, you're one of the best too in Singapore.
Thank you. Oh yeah, look at that. Unfortunately, I couldn't get
At
all the
least
way.
Yeah, at least after Paul retired.
Yeah. I mean, when you're like, look at this. You're already 5 Tetris behind. I'm already in transition, and you haven't even been into transition yet. And you already have like a 600k transition. Well, actually, almost. You're about to burn into transition.
These days, you need like almost 600k 24.
Yeah.
You play 29.
To my viewers, I would just say right now, this is where you'll see the issue from my laptop finally popping up. I was actually kind of worried that day
Oh,
that
oh yeah. I remember.
oh, you remember now, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, did you play on
My
Action or?
my old laptop had the problem like the enter key would press out of nowhere, and the NES emulator gets heavily affected because it ends up though I'm mashing the turbo B button.
And Toza are pretty even right now.
Yeah. I remember you had a trouble with.
It was I had a
Stand
very
by.
bad laptop that year. Now no longer, yay.
Are you still on emulator now?
Wait, what?
Are you still on emulator?
Yeah, I'm still on emulator. I haven't really bothered to try and practice on the controller yet. Though I believe with CTSC this year maybe being offline, there is a possibility, but we'll see.
It's on July.
They said June, weirdly, but maybe they cancel it. They're just like, nah, we're just gonna do offline, online, maybe. Because I remember the last announcement from the CT SC Discord like said something about that. Oh yeah, right here. So right here you will see that any piece that comes by all of a sudden it seems though it's like gyrating like crazy, like rotating like crazy. So watch these next few pieces on my screen. Pause this way. Look at that.
Yeah.
That was the problem, and that was the problem caused by my laptop pressing the enter button by itself rapidly.
155 versus
Shall we just let him Ben Mullen this?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
used to play on emulator too.
but I remember that game. I was just like, I'm okay with it because I knew that you were way ahead. Like, look at this, almost 300k. Bleed at the
yeah.
end of that. I wasn't catching up anytime soon.
First out of this best
Yeah. You know, you don't know what will happen on the game.
But I mean, with these kind of tournaments, the one thing about Classic Tetris that many people have to remember is that anything can happen.
a button in the
Yeah.
you just keep getting
As we'll see later.
this gameplay.
Oh, that's just rough.
So it's possible
It's
that
like-
the emulator just completely destroyed him. Just
I don't want to say 50%
behind
luck,
the
but
cockpit, so, I mean, would have
it
been
feels like
very
it's
hard
on.
to
It
win
would still,
anything.
it would
Mm.
it would still take a monster run from.
Yes.
How much runway did you have?
He was behind by 9 Tetrises.
Yeah.
At level. We don't
Actually, while they set up, I just want to ask real quick, what do you think of Torza as a player?
Good luck making 700.
Urza,
Yeah.
You had left.
Alright, so let's get ready from Nenu and Joel for
you want to Honda sensor?
I mean, if you have seen him a couple of times playing
on match.
on CTM or something like that,
Is ahead by
well, how do you see him as a player?
with a clean ball.
As a player,
Yeah.
he's pretty good.
Basically
It's pretty good. He's improving,
Okay,
but
and we
you
have
know,
two
he's
raiders
not
on top. So 3,
on
2,
the
1, Tetris.
how can I say? He's pretty good, yeah.
Mm.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, back to now
I
game
mean,
two.
he's
So
this, right?
wait, what?
Yeah. I mean, he's this.
He is that, yes.
You don't expect much from this player. He's pretty good.
But he's still pretty, yeah, he's still damn good. So right here,
Yeah.
what I do try to remedy the problem is that for some reason, me pressing either the, actually no, I think it was the shift key. Like if I hold the shift key down, sometimes the problem will be alleviated. Right, I make a roof right there, I don't know why. But
Oh
eventually,
yeah, I think Windows does that. Shift.
yeah, this one was also affected by the issue. And that was when I had to tell them again, it's like, dude, I don't know what's going on. I mean, if I end up like talking about that, oh well.
Well, this is the game. This is why we
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. I think.
Yeah. For those for those who are getting used to Tetris, make sure you have a good laptop, just saying, or computer, because boy, sometimes problems like this can really hamper your
Yeah.
gameplay.
359
And just get a console.
for stick
Yeah.
And on top, Nenu takes an early lead, 116k versus 82k.
Very nice adjustment. I was just trying to like,
Both players
I'll try
Oh,
my
I
best
don't
to,
like that. You're just.
Yeah. I'll try my best to leave like maybe like at least a 2 wide on this side because I want to at least like make room for any piece that comes in. That's been my strategy for quite a long time.
Styling on the
So,
competition.
yeah. White can, yeah. White,
Defeats
two whites
himself
is usually fine sometimes, but
danger.
it can backfire against high level player.
Yeah.
Like you can do two white with
Yeah.
drop.
If there's any unwanted piece, I could just burn it.
You'll just lose the place.
Oh, actually, hang on. What's going on your side? Look at this. This is quite high.
I didn't
Yeah, but
pay attention.
yeah, but you somehow managed to get out of it. Look at that. Like both of us are going quite high, but it's just the power of hyper tapping right there. Boom! Look at that. And look at that smile. Hang on. I think I saw a bit of a smile there. Let's have a look again. Hang on.
It was pretty close.
Never mind, yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite cool.
I mean, I'm
Ah,
pretty
yeah, look
sure I
at
can.
the same problem
I'm-
again.
Maintains a lead
Mhm.
for almost 4.5 Tetrises.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
So he is 134,000
And then-
ahead. This is 489k versus 364.
Wait, if
Oh,
you
no.
get that problem,
Joel
how
just
did
stopped
you?
out. What happened? Oh, we missed
Did I
it.
just top
Oh, wait,
out three
twice it
times?
topped out. 364,000 points.
Wait, what?
Sticking is good.
Like, if you had that problem, how did you
Joel
manage
tells
to
us
win the
that
next
emulator is
3 games?
misbehaving again.
The next 3 games. Okay, so
I lost, right?
well, yeah, but okay. So as I said, to try and remedy the problem, I hold down like my tab button, or actually the shift button,
You have one more
the left shift button, because for some reason I don't know why it works, but at times when I hold the shift button, the problem doesn't arise.
A second heart and stick
It does not always work. It's not foolproof, but it does remedy it time to time. And you'll see that eventually it did not actually work, but you actually were kind enough to give me the mulligan, as you'll see later.
Do you use Messen or
Wait, what?
what emulator do you use?
I use Messen.
Hmm.
So
I
that
thought Messen was pretty
Why?
I think
Pretty
Joel
light.
is a little bit annoyed with Messen right now, but I don't know what
Ah,
we can do unless
yeah,
we change
I just heard the
emulator
commentator
and
saying like
maybe
I'm very annoyed messing right now. Yeah, I was very annoyed that day.
Yeah.
It was not fun. It was
Yeah.
not fun at all. Yeah, let's jump into game 3 right here.
Tetris ready? Waiting on a long bar.
Oh man, that very close shot there. That was good.
Nenu plays so hard, just give me so much anxiety.
I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how he does it. But then again, that's why he's Nenu, right?
Yes.
So right now, let's take a look here.
Do you tend to build this kind of high? Just curious, because this is quite aggressive usually.
In between both players. Oh, again, another 100k difference.
I think it's a comfortable
100k difference between both.
Like you know you're able to build that level like consistently without topping out, so you just build up there.
Sure, I
Stick
can.
is probably gonna maintain his lead over Torza the way he's playing. Nice and clean, boom Tetris for Stick. Torza on the other hand,
Get
will
this
going for
on
the left side well to maintain his
Yeah.
to keep up the aggression against.
I know my limit. Usually,
Game is not looking nice here with a 15-piece drought for.
Yeah, it's very important when you play class Tetris to know your limits, especially when competing with the
Around
best.
long bars.
If you know that you're too high and your board's getting quite messy, just quickly burn down. And that's why I always like say have a 2 well on the right side so that you can burn pieces quickly if you're finding yourself with a pickle.
Is nothing for Nenu.
yeah.
Boom Tetris for Nenu.
It costs
Speaking
the
of, like,
pace
high
too.
up- ooh,
But yeah,
so
it's
that was
still
clearly a misrun
useful
for Nenu. And
strategy.
the few panic placements, I
Oh,
believe,
what?
by Nenu.
Yeah,
100 and,
you misplaced and then it caused an you forgot to rotate the eyepiece, I believe. Like,
Nenu and epinephrine.
excuse me.
Oh.
We have a look at it again. Look at
High
this.
up, but then again, it's Nenu. What's high up for me is nothing for Nenu. Boom, Tetris for Nenu. So speaking of like.
Yeah, right there. It was a misplace, and then you were. I assume you were trying to. You got distracted, and you just yeah. In fact, you saw it, so you tried to quickly rotate, and it's just like nope. So you had to quickly
Try to
burn.
adjust, and less control. That's the best adjusting over adjusting.
Yeah.
Quite sizable at this juncture. Nice burns by Nenu. Nenu's
You
gonna
know,
get-
sometimes
Oh, Torza
the
is in
default
danger
placement,
waters here.
sometimes the best.
Ooh,
You
he's
don't
not
need to
gonna get
adjust
anything
at
over
all.
to the left at this range. The L could, but he's on tight waters here.
Oh, you were trying to adjust, but ended up it didn't work.
Torza's gonna have the early top
I
off
think
and
I
takes game number 3.
I not used to the rotation. I think.
Our score
Okay, okay.
Stick. Alright. So
I think you can calm them down for another game.
Meanwhile, stand by for a funny moment with Stick in this match game 4, but we'll get to that later. Meanwhile, I used an L to quickly burn down that part. I was quite high, admittedly, that time.
Yeah, good awareness.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
you tap right?
I do hyper tap, yes.
maintaining some cleanliness
Oh,
on his
yeah.
board as
I'm
well.
wondering why you
Able to
didn't put the
maintain
G
lead. Alright, so
on
we're
the
just gonna wait
far
for Torza
left.
to be ready now.
Ah,
We have a ready for
Because I'm pretty sure it's disable.
before we can
yeah.
start calling
I mean, I
for-
sometimes just place whenever I can. My mind sometimes already locked in what I want, but rarely do I make adjustments unless I barely just see the piece at the last second.
10,000 points lead for epinephrine. Again, sizable lead. Alright, so we have a ready from Torza, ready from Stick Ang. So let's count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Oh yeah, look at stupid O's right there. Look at that, 3 out of 5. Ridiculous.
For the aggressive plays here. Trying to
You don't think that's good
trying to
or what?
maintain his lead here. Nenu on the other hand,
60%
not clean.
Tetris,
Ooh,
right?
Yeah, I mean, you were struggling trying to find good pieces. Like, look at this.
intentional. Wasn't
It just burned a bit more into your runway.
He would love to start picking
Yeah,
up the
I
pace here.
don't think it's RNG. It's me.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Repeat things.
RG can be a cruel mistress at times.
Nenu.
Yeah.
Nenu is
I believe you're trying to look for a T piece, and you get it actually. Oh, now look at that. Now RNG is like, okay, fine, we're done picking on you.
so now Nenu is clean.
Yeah, it's classic
Start getting
Tetris.
his pace
Classic.
on here as long as the game doesn't start.
The perfect game to represent life.
He's still 4.5
Yep.
meters behind.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
dependent.
what were you trying to do there actually? Were you trying to spin, burn this line here, and then get the Tetris after this?
I didn't watch the board actually.
Yeah, because I remember like it was a T piece and then afterwards an I piece. I assume you
Oh,
saw
that-
it quickly, tried to rotate it, and then you just push it, shoved it.
Mm. Maybe I thought it was pretty high, and I saw the IPs and
Hmm.
you sacrifice the board health for me.
Yeah.
He wanted to put the T
I mean, you were 20 lines from transition. It wasn't too bad of a sacrifice. 10 lines would have been a little more sketchy.
Onto the column 9, 10 without 8, 9 without cause for concern.
Yeah, I made some weird decisions. I knew I was near transition, but I was just trying my best to try and get a Tetris into there.
19K.
And then right there,
He's ahead by,
I decided, you know what, let me just...
Transition,
Yeah.
just took the lead as I
yeah,
was
the
speaking.
single transition is always a trap.
Oh, epinephrine on the transition, almost 80,000 ahead of Nenu there on the transition.
That's weird for me to hear.
But
I think
Note
at
that,
this point
Ludo
I'm
is
aware
ahead
how
in score by
much
quite a bit,
behind I
but,
am.
Yeah.
his pace is not that
Yeah.
much ahead of Nenu.
I was trying to
it's
play
basically neck
aggressive.
and neck.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right now, I just tried to
Oh, that's
burn.
nice.
I know I have a slight
Let's
lead
go.
technically, and I was just like, I don't want to play safe. I want to play safe, sorry, excuse me.
Nenu, but then Nenu on the other hand, he's really clean. So
Yeah,
it's
against me you
it's
can play
very
pretty
likely
safe.
he's gonna be able to realize the
At
difference.
this
So,
split
Yeah,
against the
Whoa,
rollers
yes,
and
Hmm.
That was fantastic.
I have more O's to just troll you. Meanwhile,
Has cut down the lead to less
yeah, right here, I think this is where I struggle quite a bit to keep my head above the water.
Joel is also a Tetris ready.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this side. I think this is the one that almost killed me.
But Joel takes it back.
basically,
You handle it
basically
pretty
moving
well.
the pace as well.
Yeah. I wasn't risking for any tuck, although I should try to go for the tuck anyways.
There's a
is
missed
trouble.
tuck from Joel.
Oh, he needs a
I mean,
lot
you
of
Ah, yeah, look at this.
Wow.
Even more sketchy. I finally get the eyepiece, and I knew I had to mash something on the left.
because he needs to get
Finally get the
the
eyepiece.
on the
Ugh.
side. He gets it in. All right. A lot of.
I'll be honest. At that moment, I thought I lost in the tournament.
He is safe, but he cannot
Yeah,
afford
yeah.
this kind of
It's
pace. He was
pretty
neck and neck before, and now
very
Nenu is
so
gonna
that the
start
the
exactly.
I love.
Nenu is
Yeah.
clean-ish. Nenu is
I
going to
sometimes
maintain
miss it.
a good scoring potential here.
At the moment, I was just thinking, well, rip me.
Ooh, all right.
Just gave up a pretty nice lead, and then all of a sudden you see your
I
board.
did.
Oh boy, yeah, look at that.
Nenu could be. In
I got pretty dark before, but
Yeah.
When he
You
needs a
forget.
bar.
Oh, perfect. He needs a J piece or long bar.
And
Wow.
you, I see we were trying to hope for an
Yeah.
eyepiece here.
This time.
Yeah. No.
yeah, IPs or
Joel
LG.
No, it's-
takes the game.
Yeah.
Joel takes the game.
And that was game 3 to me.
Nenu.
Let me verify. Yes,
Yes.
Joel takes the game. Wow.
I was
good
still
game, Joel.
smiling because I thought it's just one game, you know.
Free to top out.
Doing was the
Yeah.
next
Joel,
game.
go.
Indeed, yeah. Alright. On to game 4 now.
Both of them have transition right now. Sticking has
Oh,
both
actually,
in a drought.
never mind.
They are both in a drought. They start their level 19 with a drought. Okay, that was a short one.
Oh.
Lucky for them.
Droughts are
I should actually
Yeah, I
clarify
did.
from last episode. Our P sets are not the same. We don't actually have like similar cartridges, basically.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
not sure,
but
I'm not
it
sure.
played pretty well.
So in any case, between Joel and Nenu, there's a quick score update. 151,000 points for Joel, 130,000 points for Nenu. So just one Tetris difference between both players. Basically neck and neck in pace and score-wise.
Well, this was quite consistent match. And I look at that, the gap
And
into the
meanwhile,
runaway is like
between
that
both
much.
are going on level 19. Both have clean boards.
Yeah,
There is no
so
hole, there is no
18.
trouble.
Pretty
And Torza is ahead by
And for-
13,000 points. They're actually trading the lead right now. So Sticking just took the lead. by-
And right here, I think played quite aggressive.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Torza is a little
Sticking
bit
is
of
in a
trouble.
bit of trouble as well. Oh, both players are in trouble.
Okay,
I think
triple for
Sticking is
Torza.
in a bigger trouble right now. He needs a long bar. Nice long bar. One more.
Okay,
long
right
bar.
here, actually, I want to mention, look at this.
The long bar.
I
Oh,
believe
Tetris for Sticking.
he...
Oh,
I think he gets an eyepiece,
clutch long bar.
or he tried to get eyepiece to the right, and unfortunately, look at this.
Oh! No!
And look at this.
No, he hangs it!
Oh,
Mashes his hair right there in like just disbelief.
I mean, it's 9 high. Pretty high.
It's definitely 9 high. This is
Even
quite a
for the
tough one
setup.
to get out of, but man, it was just like,
Yeah.
dang it, I had it. And then meanwhile
one
up
of
here,
his step.
meanwhile while they were like shocked about that, right here I think is where you might top out. I think this is where you topped out.
That could have been yours.
I total?
That should
I
have been
believe it's
yours.
around here.
Okay,
I remember putting in my remembering was a drought after drought in game 3 and then a drought in game 4 that caused you to top out.
Where to just
Torza takes the game.
Yeah. So right here, I'm
we have two
sacrificing my board trying to get a Tetris because I knew I had to try and at least
Oh, wow.
put more Tetrises on
I
you
couldn't
because I
believe
knew you would
Very
try to
all
get
messed
built
up
more.
because he grabbed his head just now in disbelief.
And then I was like, you know what, I'll just
Satisfied.
I'll scratch a plan. Then right here you built like an LI dependency,
Oh.
filled it up.
From stick ang. When you're not like this emote, maybe we should put that in CTSC.
This could even go.
Yeah, look at that. Oof. I mean, this is still kind of what we're comfortable with, but it's still not
Yeah.
as comfortable as you want it to be. Yeah, look at that.
We can't
Try with something big, and then nope.
Oh, Nenu tops out. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
And
Nenu
meanwhile, you see the top missed out. I remember
tops out.
I didn't actually hear that you topped out until a bit later, maybe about like 97 lines.
104,000 points.
And then just hearing it, I immediately got the chills.
304,000 points.
One Tetris will do it.
Alright, we'll just
One Tetris will do it.
yes.
Look at that awkward love.
Okay.
Or you can
Okay.
just single
Mhm.
it out.
Yeah, you
Now, meanwhile, you look at it, it's just like, oh no, I'm getting the Jonas Neubauer like
You
treatment.
have more than enough time to even single your way to.
If I was.
You still remember that match, right?
gonna try to Tetris it.
Yeah.
For glory.
Rest in peace, Jonas Neubauer.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. Okay.
Yeah, right here, just unfavorable pieces. I was just like, come on, just give me something good.
You are 14,000 point behind. 13,000 point behind.
Alright, Torza is ready. We're just gonna wait on. We're gonna wait on Joel to be ready first. Joe and Nenu.
Trying to at least keep my board flat as possible.
We'll probably give,
I mean, you can say it's
global
27.
countdown for
It's your
everybody at the
game.
moment.
Yeah.
Joel is fighting. You're 5,000 point behind.
Because this is like single elimination. This
I remember this was my first tournament ever, so I definitely was having a bit of a shake coming in, and then bam, yeah, there we go.
All right. And
So,
Joel
Like
wins
a-
the game.
Double
Joel-
decider right here.
Wow. So we have two deciders at the same time.
And I
Never played CTN before?
wait, what?
Wow.
You never played CTN before?
Yeah, I had a couple of times. My best finish was top 8 futures.
So let's.
Not going any higher honestly, but it's fine.
Alright.
All right, so now I believe this is where the mulligan came in.
Nothing is in the bag until
Yeah, look at
you use it.
right there.
Joel's having trouble.
Only 5 lines in already. My emulator was working. I honestly was very angry at that time.
Alright, wait, hold on. If we're,
Yes.
let's.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Nenu, there was the emulator messed up. Is it?
Can we-
I mean, it's
start this game.
early.
We'll give you the.
Early
We'll give you
enough
the
to restart the
but,
game.
you know,
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was honestly grateful that you gave me a chance, because
whether you want to restart that, because if
Yeah,
it's-
I mean, there's no reason to not redo the match.
well, yeah, at the time. I admit I was frustrated, but I was just thankful to you for doing that. And I really still thank you to this
Yeah.
day.
Fake news as well.
Only
Right, so
by
what
now.
happened just now is
Yeah. So that was the last time that my computer bugged out.
So
From then on, honestly, I was surprised that my emulator, let alone my computer, survived the rest of the day.
and he just gave it. He said, "Yes, let's just replay." Joel, is your
You
emulator
played
behaving right
one
now?
more match,
Are you
right?
ready to restart?
Yeah, this is officially the last game, Game 5.
So, stick gang in a little bit.
Meanwhile, sticking a bit awkward, but we're gonna focus on this right here.
Otherwise, he might get in trouble.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I got a bit of a lead on you, I believe, this one.
Line dependency. Boom Tetris for Torza.
It looks like Joel's emulator is
Getting
working
to
right
this
now,
situation.
so
Yeah.
PC's placements are
So,
great. The
sticking-
rotations are okay. Everything is clean. Fingers crossed.
Boom
And he takes a Tetris. In fact, it looks like Joel has a 4 Tetris lead. This is 90k versus 10k. I mean, it's
You know,
hard to
sometimes the
win
nerves
from
get you
this
more
is,
if you expect to win the match.
Yeah.
So,
And this is a decider. Let's remember that the loser of this game is
Is out.
eliminated for the tournament.
yeah, he's out. This is single elimination from here on out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was a smart idea to say that, Paul.
Genuine danger here at this point.
This is a best of 1.
It really is a best of 1 at this
Yes.
point. Yes, it really is anybody's game at this point. Just one small mess up. That's it. You're out.
Even more pressure. I almost like see a smirk of like nervousness right there, I think. Is that your emotion that time?
I think I hear the commentary.
Ah, okay.
Stress is here on.
Did
on
you play
Nenu.
with
Nenu's
commentary
looking
or-
cautiously.
Nenu is on
Yeah, I had the commentary up.
Line a piece. Ah,
20.
17 drought, 20 piece drought.
Oh, here he is.
There is the line. Okay, good. He has a much healthier.
I think at the time I didn't have any easy way to have both those things up.
383k for Stickhang.
Because a reminder, this was 3 months before I finally got my new laptop.
And they are at 91.9, so the transition is still...
And before I had a working job, duh.
Ooh, Nenu is...
Yeah.
Meanwhile, look at that. Honestly, this is kind of gameplay that is pretty good. Look at that.
Clean.
Still clean, still high. Something that Joseph will be proud of.
He's like,
I
I
was
should
playing
not play
with
so
fire
risky
like
right
this.
now. You're right, Nenu, be careful.
Well, there's a difference between playing cautiously and playing to win, right? You know, it's like you can't let it. You can't let those losses get.
Did I remember that I had a lead? I actually don't remember, honestly. I know I was just too focused on my game, or I didn't actually hear that I had the lead on you.
Call him to Tetris. No.
Last game you had the
Alright, it looks like the emulator is behaving for Joel, so no
Right.
mishap so far.
Oh yeah, that was messy. Actually, is there any way I could actually fix it? I mean,
They are at
let's see if I
79,
can,
so they're already halfway through transition. So this is a sizable lead. But Nenu's... Alright, it looks like the emulator is behaving
yeah.
for...
Honestly, I didn't want to put it here and cause an IOL dependency, so I just placed it right there, trying to see if I can burn. But now I just get very weird pieces to follow.
Yeah, you can just put it on the left.
Yeah, I assume you would have done it differently in that scenario.
Maintaining a 5 Tetris lead. They are at...
Actually, I could have pushed it to the left. Now thinking about it, I didn't know why I think of that.
So this is a sizable...
Too myopic on the view of this.
Right now, so we can expect him to grow his Tetris rate. Oh, Stickhang had a small miss drop. He would have to clean up
Can
that.
you get so far?
Ooh.
I think I support on 90.
Oh, I'm not just sure what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking of just Jeff this, where I just build off from the bottom.
No.
Oh no!
That's it. You
And
can't get anything
Stickhang
left.
tops out.
It's not over yet.
Yes,
5,000
you're
points.
5,000 points behind. Torza's score to beat is 515.
They're right there, I just build off of one. I was just thinking, you know what? I might as well keep doing this until I find an opening to move on.
Wow. So there it is. Okay, we're gonna wait for the curtain to go down, and let's give him the winner animation because he deserves it.
Oh
There
yeah,
you
that S piece was so trollish. I was like, are you kidding me?
Alright, congrats to Torza.
And that's where I lost my runway lead.
Stickhang, this was a very good game. That last
Yeah,
drought,
I
26
think
piece
can-
drought.
You'll see that I still am
both
insistent
players.
on trying to like do something with that. And then finally I was thinking, you know what? Let me try and find a 2 wide, and finally I just burn down to the bottom.
Focus on it right now, so I'll focus on match 1. Let's go.
Hoping for a clean
So we
burn, a clean
have,
burn. Always a trap.
Yeah.
Nenu has reduced
Never
the
expect a
lead,
clean burn,
to
or
just
you will
one
never
Tetris.
get one.
So they are trading Tetrises right now. So the lead is moving between 1 and 2.
I think this part here I got a slightly on you again. I think your board was quite sketchy on your end.
For Joel, it's like he's doing the
Ooh,
not like this.
Yeah, look at that, a lot of like high hills.
Ooh, so lucky.
Okay, this is clean.
Ooh,
Okay,
Joel playing it safe.
Nenu has brought down the lead to almost nothing, 4,000 points.
But Nenu is in a little bit of a dirty situation. Needs to clean this out. Oh, not so good pieces.
Actually, that's quite good. I wouldn't have thought of that. Honestly, I would just panic and try to just put that JL piece to tuck instead of doing the other way around. That's not bad.
The pieces just will not give, just will not let up.
Yeah, the RNG. Okay, he's opting to take a.
And then more also to troll you like that. Oh my
So that
goodness.
allowed Joel to bring the
Double
lead back up to
condition.
almost 2,000.
I think at this point I know I have.
And the players are about to transition. Joel transitioned first at 4:45.
Then here actually,
To stay low.
I know you
His
got.
board is clean.
I knew you lost the
Nenu
next
at
2 games from like
120
drought. I actually
so he can still
topped
take,
out because of a drought. You'll see
one of
here.
the Tetrises before transition if he's lucky, or skillful, maybe I should say.
Ooh, me?
First Tetris.
No,
right there.
me.
Uh,
In this
Oh.
case, this time I topped out from a drought. You'll see. It was actually quite heavy of a drought.
460 versus 425 for Joel.
Well, if
Yeah,
you
right
go
here,
down,
watch this.
There's always an element of luck, whether or not
True.
you're allowed to even have. You can be Nenu, and if the game droughts you forever, you know. Whatever, what are you gonna do about it, right?
Alright, Nenu takes 2 Tetrises back to back, and he has now transitioned as well. The lead has
Oh,
shrunk
Joel is
to
in
a
Look at
half a
this.
Tetris.
Joel could be.
Ooh, that's pretty
It's really high
aggressive.
up.
Yeah, I was trying my best trying to like keep my
Yeah.
hand, but that S piece right here, I was actually trying to put it in this hole and trying to burn, but I actually overshifted a bit too much to the left. and I was forced to try and build up here. End up I didn't get any to the right and top out.
And he tops out. Nenu, you are half a Tetris behind. You need 11.
And this is where I think everyone still remember that day.
Not over yet.
Yeah, Nenu
Yeah.
is waiting.
Look at that, quite high. You cover your well right here, and this is where.
Oh.
Oh,
no,
he's
Nenu.
coming back now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep quiet. I'll let you
CTSC.
listen to the commentators.
The
You got this,
CTSC.
4,000 points. 4,000 points.
Oh shit, I remember it now.
Nenu, you only need 4,000 points.
2,000
Wow!
points.
Oh my goodness! No!
Oh,
Joe, you won! What is this?
This
Oh, God,
2,000
that
point
hurts.
from victory. Oh no!
What was that smile? I was just like, are you like dang it or something like that? Do you still remember what you were thinking?
I mean, I'm not that upset that I lost, because it's I play for fun.
Do you still remember how you were playing like that time? Like, hang on, I'll this time mute this part because I'm going to hear it again. But I remember I kind of described your loss with the sense of you were trying to get IPs to tuck it like put inside there, and it was an over tap after an under tap of an eyepiece. Like this is what I mean. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Like, actually, yeah, no, that eyepiece right there. I assume you tried to put inside here. I assume because you wanted to burn.
No, I think because
Because had you burned, I think you actually would have just enough points to beat me right there. If you still remember.
I didn't.
Hmm.
I have.
And then right here, pretty much was the death sentence right there. You thought you could like push it right there, and then it just hung.
It's pretty easy taps.
Yeah.
To hit. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, I mean that was still a crazy match. Like you see how close.
Yeah, it
You say you weren't upset, like, but after the tournament, was just like, were there any other emotions that came up?
Not really. I was looking for my countrymen. To be honest,
Hmm.
Great game right there.
happy
And I
seeing
can't
you and
believe
Dingy.
Nenu is
I mean,
Final.
yeah, and to think that, and I still remember to this day. I remember, I guess because my reaction was not saved on my Twitch because I forgot to save it. I remember, after I saw that I won because I had a bit of delay, I ran out of my chair, jumped up and down, fell to the floor in excitement because I just didn't expect it. I didn't expect myself to reverse sweep you at that.
Yeah, I can see that happening based on your next video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people could call me a title, which I won't mention because honestly, I don't see myself as that person anymore. But it was still quite crazy to think.
It's a pretty good reaction.
Yeah, I mean, still it was a great match.
One of the best first matches of the
But truly, you was still the MVP in this case because honestly, you were so like willing to like allow the mulligan to happen on game 5. Like I was not expecting it. But yeah, that.
It's for fun.
I mean, I'm glad to have you here. Honestly,
If this CTWC, I will be
Look at my hands.
what 2 weeks something.
Yeah, I mean, it will be your first time going to Portland, Oregon.
We might actually have a Singaporean champion.
Because I'm not mistaken, it will be IRL tournament.
By the way, this was a reverse sweep by Joel.
Because I don't have a chance to win anyway. I think.
I mean, who knows? I know back in 20.
I know my skills. It's pretty complicated.
Hey, you never know. Like, if I could pull something like this off, I feel like you can pull something like this off in the future.
Yeah, true, but.
And remember, because it will be
chance.
IRL, it's gonna be more pressure. A lot of people actually there, like seeing you guys play. So that kind of pressure, not many are used to at this point.
Right there. Okay, so how do I move this stuff?
I don't know. Yeah,
This is like it's okay.
I'll be watching though.
Oh yeah. Well, with that, Nenu, again, thank you so much for joining on this video.
Yeah, thank you.
Any plugs you want to do before I sign out?
Plugs? Not really. Just I'm on Twitch on YouTube. I don't stream that often anymore.
Yeah.
if I do sekian qual, big.
Nice,
Go.
nice.
Yeah.
I will link his Twitch and do you have a YouTube or do you not have a YouTube?
I do have a YouTube.
Yep. You want me to plug that in as well?
Sure, why not?
All right. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this retrospective for this today. Next week, I'll be joined with Torza for a look
Ooh.
at the semi-final match. One that I'm actually very curious of in terms of like what happened with him, especially with the first two games, as you'll see. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for content right here. Check out Nenu over there. If you want to see another video, look up here. And if you want to see the retrospective in full, check over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. But remember, the adrenaline rush is real. This is ZefanyaNenu121 signing out. And we'll catch you guys on the semi-final match of the CTSC 2021. Peace.